Just another day that you can thank God for. Another day that we woke up, however you woke up, but you woke up and it's one thing that you got to do. Thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you for giving us another day, for saving our family, for having good, watching over our family, all of them. Everybody should be watching their family. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. This is Chief O coming to you live, wherever you are. Yep, I'm live. Yep. Here it is. Oh, my bow tie is all crooked up. But I still look good. Say good morning to your wife. Say good morning to the kids. Hello, kids. Good morning. Give them a big old hug. Send them to school. Send them off to school with some loving, good loving. Just a little hug ain't gonna hurt you none. Not at all. So anyway, today is another day that we can all be very grateful. This talk show is called Let's Talk About It, because there's so many things that people don't want to talk about. So why not want to talk about it? It just seems to me that because we have so many problems, we better talk about it. So I'm going to start this show by just first of all thanking God for another day. And I think I've done that, because without him, without everything that he gives to us, we will not be here. So let's not make fools of ourselves. And by the way, brothers, there's a clip that I'm going to be showing you on how women are treated. But not now. Hold on. Oh, yeah, you're going to love it. How they are treated in different countries. But I'm just going to go into one country. See, like over here, at least we can say, good morning, darling. How you doing? Well, but let's go ahead into the news, some of the news that is important to you, ought to be important to you, ought to be important to all of us. What about the schools in Maryland? Oh, yeah. Maryland. Our school systems, they call it a crisis. If there is a different word for it, they even call it fraud. I mean, that's fraud in terms of, people going to work, dead people going to school, and the schools being compensated for students who are not even in schools. So graduated already, gone, got their own family, grandmothers in their school, being listed in the elementary school. And so the state continues to pay for it. That's, part of the fraud. Generations are being lost because the schools are having so much problems. And what does that mean, generations are lost? That people, this English language makes you mad because they make things so simple. Generations lost. 200 homicides. Well, in the case of Baltimore, it's 263. But we'll touch on that. But generations lost. How do you calculate lost generations and what changes can be made? We need to talk about that. We need to start talking, folks. This is why this show is so good. One of the, hidden brilliant producer behind the scenes. Yeah, nobody see him, but he is behind the scenes. Let's talk about it. It's basically his baby. And it simply means that there are issues that we need to talk about. How do you lose a whole generation of people through the school system? How do you lose that? How do you just wipe out? I mean, what mindset of a human being just wipes out a complete generation our children by not educating them. It just makes no sense. So you need to call me, send something, type me, let me know what's going on. Why are we losing children? Okay, COVID came up. But generations have been lost before because the educational system in America is not exactly the best, compared to other foreign countries that are, spending a lot of time in the school system with their children, educating them yearly, daily. Down there, they don't have any summer off. They don't have any weekends off. In some countries around the world, education is 24/7, daily. But not here. We lose generations. We come up with something. Government comes up with something. The legislator comes up with something. And the teachers' unions come up with something. Like in Baltimore City, the teachers' union are so powerful. They can do whatever they want. Whatever happened to the parents? Who? Parents. What they got to say about anything? The administration, they're the ones that control your kids. That's right. Do whatever they want to do with your kids. Say whatever they want to say with your kids. Collect any amount of money they want to, and you got nothing to say about it. Look at Baltimore City, an appointed school board system, and you, as parents, got nothing to say about it. You think you got something to say about it? Forget about it. Your child, your grandchild, in that generation is going to be minus, lost. Those are the kinds of things that create a lost generation. You lose that. But anyway, you ever heard of ghetto cabs? Some people call it hack. Like when people thumbing a ride. I gave a ride to some lady. It seemed like she needed a ride. I was going downtown. I said, where you going? On Route 40. Yours truly, yes, Chief O. I gave a ride. She turned out to be a nice lady, but I will not recommend that for anybody. People need money. They don't have a job, so whatever car they got, they use it to generate some funds. So somebody enters into your car and says to you, you going downtown? You say, yes, I'm going downtown. How much you want for taking me down to Charles Street? Or how about $7? Nah, that's too much. You actually bargain. Yeah, you bargain. The barter system is back. I'll give you $5. Okay. And you drive down to Charles Street. She gives you your money and gets out, and you're going about your business, looking for the next customer. Yeah. Very soon, your government, not mine, yours, will be tapping onto that to see how they can generate some money from you. I guess, everybody knows that the crime rate is going up. Yeah. Brandon Scott called it a culture. And I just don't understand how that young man can demean the term culture. Culture globally is known as a way of people behaving, people reacting to other people within that same community. So, a lot of people, black people in particular. Now, don't anybody get angry when I call black people, because most of what I say, I direct it to black people because I'm talking to black people. I'm talking to anybody that wants to listen. But I just want you to know that I'm really focusing on black people. That's why I call them black people. My people. I love them. With all our trials and tribulation, they're my people anyway. So please don't get offended. Everything that I say belongs to me. Yes, right. I'm the one saying it. That's why this show is called Let's Talk About It. Don't get angry that I'm talking about it. You need to talk about it too with your family. Gather around in the evening and put everybody on the table and say, okay, folks, what do we need to talk about? What's your agenda for today? What have you done today? What you looking for tomorrow? Family unity. Just keep on doing that family stuff. That's what Black people do. We've been doing that for generations, part of our culture. I don't know where Brandon Scott came from. I don't know. Whoever made him, why? But anyway, the crime rate is going up. And the mayor says, blame it on culture. He never say white culture, Black culture. He just says culture. Yeah, right, bro. You really got the money. So in Tennessee, the homicide is up. 123 already this year. More. That's us, Baltimore. 263 human beings have lost their lives this year, 2021. And over 300. Oh, God, this is so sad to even give those numbers on human lives over the past 7 years now. Well, this is the 7th year. The 7th year that homicide is going up past the number of 300 human beings, mostly Black. You know, it'd be kind of nice if the police would, they do have that kind of statistics, but I want to get my hand on it, how many Blacks who doing the killing. You know, because the more people that are dying are being killed, it means also the more people that are being incarcerated. That's another subject. God, there is a place here in Baltimore that harbors, that is, they keep a lot of kids, 10, 12, somewhat of abandoned kids, homeless children, Black kids, all sorts of kids, actually. And I'm going to be taking a trip over there to visit them. I have a vivid imagination of what it looks like because I've seen one in New Jersey. It's an area where they keep children because they either misbehaved or for whatever reason. But you don't see too many white ones when you go in there. You see a lot of Black kids, a lot of Latinos. Oh, my God. I'm talking 12, 13, 14-year-old boys and girls. 12, 13, 14-year-old homeless children. Can you imagine that? My God. Hey, look, I mean, I don't like what I see. I've gone through the experience myself. Homeless? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I had my little corner, but never mind. That's a different story altogether. For every 100,000, according to all of these Google things, internationally, El Salvador got more killings than anybody else. El Salvador. Oh, boy. Are we in trouble? Jamaica? Why would Jamaica have over 57 homicides this year alone for a small country? My God, you're going to wipe yourself out. Venezuela, a lot of Latin Americans, Latin countries, Honduras, it's a lot, almost 250 in all 3 countries. I can't understand why Jamaica's in there. It doesn't make any sense. What about the highest murder rates in the United States? Oh, my God. The Cardinals, St. Louis. I've been to St. Louis. When I was in St. Louis, it was a beautiful town. Yeah, well, yeah. When I was selling magazines. Many of you may not remember you don't see it very much, but Jet Magazine, Ebony, going door to door, selling them and collecting money. But in those days, you don't use, you subscribe by a human being coming and knocking on your door and asking you if you would like to purchase some magazines for about a year, and you pay a certain amount of money. And when I was in St. Louis, it was really, well, yeah. I think when we were in St. Louis, we stayed there for about about 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. And I can remember vividly, this was around 1967. And I can remember vividly, one day we went out to do our selling, get your quotas in. We were staying in a hotel, very reasonable hotel. Can't remember what the name of the hotel. And worked all day. And at the end of the day, going back to the hotel, there was about 5 or 6 kids following us, 3 of us. We were the salespeople of Jet Magazine and Ebony Magazine. Those are black newspapers for some of you who don't know. In those years, long time ago. We're walking, they're walking. We're walking a little faster, they're walking a little faster. The next thing I know, we all ran, and they chased us. Yes, right in St. Louis, right to the hotel lobby. And when we got to the hotel lobby, my friend, one of my co-workers, never really made it to the hotel. We don't know what happened to him until later on, much later. And when he came, all his money was gone. Yeah. No, they couldn't catch me. Love you, darling. Thank you. No, they couldn't catch me. I was too fast. I was a fast runner as a young man. You can chase all you want. All you're going to do is get my dust, because you can't do that. You can't catch me. So I got to the hotel safely. But the other 2 guys came back, their clothes was all torn up, all their money gone. Yeah. Gone. Their money gone. I don't know if they were their cousin. But St. Louis has the highest, you heard me, but now here comes some bad news. The second highest state in America with the highest murder rate is Baltimore City. Baltimore. Why? Why, my brothers? Why? For what reason? To take another person's life, mostly young people. Why? New Orleans, yeah, and the Saints. Yeah, Detroit. Those of you who like football, like I do. Cleveland. It's a funny one, though. It's not really funny because murder is never funny, but it baffles my mind. Las Vegas? I think you just go there and get some heat and gamble a little if you're a gambler. And but the murder rate is up. Memphis? Why, people? Why do we have such things going on? Well, want no good news? Here's a little news just for you. Biden is giving you some money again. Stimulus. Want to stimulate you with $1,500 coming in tomorrow in your account. Now, they say some people are getting it, but they don't tell you who is getting it. They don't say everybody's getting it. So you have to read up on that. But you're supposed to be waking up tomorrow morning and bam, $1,400 in your bank account. Just like that. So that's tomorrow. Free money. Now the question is, why would you want to go to work? You're getting free money. You know, unemployment is up, going up some more. Of course, at the same time, for some odd reason, people are getting something free. Years and years and years ago, that was cheese you get. Now you're getting money. And then for some odd reason, the suicide rate is going up at the same time. You know, we can put a lot of blame on COVID for those who want to. Mm-hmm. Yet at the same time, the price of gas is going up $3.29 per gallon. When Donald Trump was president, yes, I said it, it was $1.15. I mean, it was going down so fast, I was thinking that, whoa, maybe we'll get down to the point where it was long ago. 59 cents a gallon, 49 cents a gallon. Now the price of gas is up $3. Yes, at Sam's, $3.29. Exxon, $3.15. Shell, $3.19. I mean, these guys are just going price war, and they're just fighting each other. $3.35. Yes, at that chicken place. You know where I'm talking about. Get a little sip. So the price of food is going up too. You go to the stores and the shelves are empty. What's going on? You let your elected Democrats and bam, the food and the shelves going down. Of course, immigration is going up. I don't understand. You're the folks that elected them. And now, you know, it's kind of hard to be a council person or even, I mean, what can you do? And the one thing that Brandon Scott does in his approach to governance, we recognize the problem and we just have to do something about it. That's it. Brandon, come on, give us a break. Overcrowding in the school system. Yeah. I visited some schools and my gosh, never seen so many kids. And they're putting up these little shacks, you know, for classrooms. And they shut it up, close it up, lock it in. So the kids are in the classrooms locked in. Ooh, scared the heck out of me when I went into one of them. And the teacher came out, you know, and locked it in. Locked the door. And the kids are inside. And it's hot. So let's go to Korea. You ever been to Korea? I know some old folks are saying, oh, yeah. Tiger Woods is saying, oh, yeah. I mean, not Tiger Woods, but Tiger Clarence is saying, oh, yeah, I've been to Korea. You know, I've been so many other older veterans. Oh, yeah, I've been to Korea. You know, black and white Korean soldiers been to Korea. So, you know, with the producer that I have, I want us to go to Korea. How can we do that? Look at now. There is a town, a county, Howard County. The governor, just 4 days ago. Listen up, folks, because you probably, you know, you've seen Chinatown in different places. You've seen Italian town. I think they call it Irish town. but it's usually just like an Irish pub or something. But this is a Korean town, the first in the nation to create a Korean town. There it is, Korean town, right here on Route 40 in Howard County in Ellicott City. Korean town. Folks, the governor of the state of Maryland, Hogan, is married to a South Korean. You remember the face master we got when COVID was, allegedly killing everybody? The first master we got, the I-95 or P-95 or M-95 or N-95, came from Korea, South Korea. So the governor's wife made that arrangement for us to get that mask. And the governor's been married to a Korean for some time. So much love he has, despite the fact that the United States have its own international affairs. Well, Maryland, state of Maryland, is so independent, they can go ahead and establish a town. Now, Baltimore County has 23 counties in Maryland. And in that 23 county, they have one extra one, Baltimore City. They always say, when I did the research, it says 23 counties and Baltimore City. How do you like that one? That makes it 24 counties in the state of Maryland, 157 towns in that 24 counties. And now the Korean town. Now Maryland has 158 towns. Okay. No, I don't like to start trouble, but I do like to ask a lot of questions. Baltimore City is 57% black and going down 300, going down another 300 every year, going down another 300 plus, going down again another 300 plus. These 300 that I'm giving you are homicides, dying, killed, murdered, disappeared, black people, mostly black people. At 57% overall population of over 800,000 people, it keeps going down. The population keeps going down. And every year it goes down 300. We're now at 263 homicide in the state of, in Baltimore City. You know, where the hell are the people? I mean, so we're looking down there over the past 6 years, more than 2,000 people have been killed in Baltimore City. And most of them, but what's the percentage of that is black? I'm sure there's a lot, very few, count them in one hand, whites, and the ones that they call unknown, and the ones that, we got unknown humans that get killed, whatever that means. But out of 57% black people population, they're dropping and dropping and dropping. Howard County is just one county away from Baltimore City. Oh, when you go through Howard County, yeah, the next one is Baltimore City. So I guess the governor just figured that, well, with all these dead black folks, gone black folks, some people moved on. They left the darn Baltimore City. That they can afford now to create a town for Korea where the population is overblown. South Korean population is just blowing out of proportion. And it was a funny thing during the time that the ribbon cutting for the new Korean town. There was one black man in there, Calvin Ball, I think his name, or Bell. He is the county tall brother. I'm not going to say he acts some certain ways, but tall brother. I'm not saying, but tall brother. Seemingly very sharp. Talks the Democratic language. And, we all buy it. Diversity. Well, he didn't get him to talk. He didn't get a chance to talk. They let the South Korean ambassador to the United States do the talking, and the governor, and the governor's wife. And they had a little bit of Korean cultural dance, and, really, they got some histories of South Korea. Many people would understand that during the war, the Korean-American War, America was on the side of South Korea. And this is why the country, Korea, is not divided. But while we were blessing the South Koreans with a township of their own in Howard County, just 4 days ago, Kim Jong-un, you remember the Kim Jong-un fella, the little short bubble boy? That bubble boy said that North Korea would be building some invisible military force. So we're building a little city for the South Koreans who are trying to get away from South Korea. And Kim Jong-un is building invisible military in Korea. The same thing happened when I was in Vietnam. Vietnam, America went on one side, cut the country in half. North Vietnam, South Vietnam. North Korea, South Korea. The Vietnamese eventually, I will say it, whooped our behind. Yeah, they whooped us. Yeah. So don't anybody tell you that we won, they're lying to you. And when they whooped us, they took back their country. Now Vietnam is one country. Boom. So many people don't even understand and don't even realize that North Korea and South Korea, the war between the United States and North Korea for the right to South Korea haven't really ended. Donald Trump was close to ending it because he went there and he crossed the line. Yes, he did. And went and saw Kim Jong-un or whatever you call him. Don't get offended, Koreans. Kim Jong-un, I think that's his name. His name is Kim Jong. That he's building the invisible military. Donald Trump went and shook his hand and ate with him and talked to him and the whole bit. The Donald J. Trump. I don't care what y'all say. That's my boy. No, y'all can be with whoever you want. Biden, that's up to you. Kamala, that's up to you. For me, it's J. Trump. And I'm praying and working hard to bring him back because the country needs it. The country needs him. But Donald Trump went to North Korea. No other president. Obama? Oh, no. Bill Clinton? No. Monica Lewinsky. No, he was busy. Who else again? Who the rest of them? Not even the Bushes. Neither one of them Bushes. They didn't go. Because the people that were ruling North Korea were not accepting all that. But Donald J. Trump did. Yes, he did. Because sometimes the best way to deal with your enemy is directly in his face. So Donald J. Trump did go to Korea. But under Biden, Kim Jong. So those of you who would like to know how to pronounce certain things, Kim Jong. I think it's another letter in his name. Kim Jong-un. And I ask pardon for mispronouncing it. But I got Kim. I got that one right. So, what's happening this Friday? Before I get to tell you what's happening this Friday, I suspect that it's okay to say to some of you Raven fans, yeah, Raven, yeah. I mean, you can just write luck on you. Luck. That should be the name of the team, not Ravens. Luck Avens. You're lucky like anybody else. Connecticut just, Indianapolis, when they played this past weekend, what happened? You can argue all you want. What happened? I know a W is a W. I got all that. But here they come with, I don't know, some paid field goal kicker who can't even make 46 yards. Come on. Come on. And, of course, your kicker, give you credit, 66 yards. He got the record. But that was luck. So, really, if I was a coach in a losing team, I'm not going to consider that a good game. That's just pure luck. So even in football, there's luck. So now Raven is 4-1, but let's keep on going. Already some of you dummies are talking about, Super Bowl. You so stupid. Like everybody going to let you walk in and just get the Super Bowl. I've never seen so many referees that give Ravens right here in Baltimore, give every call. You know that some of those touchdowns that the Indianapolis made, at least one of them, that was a touchdown. Yes, it was. Crossed the line. The ball crossed the line before any part of the body touched the ground. Crossed the line. But here come the referees, and here come, your coach. Oh, no. And they took that away from him. Every team that comes to Maryland to play in Ravens, you got to beat them outright. That even the referee can have to throw his hands up and say, look, I would have gave you a offside call just so to move him back. But I can't, that's some things can't be that blatantly or obvious. But all you Ravens that are, yeah, you won. I know some of you are asking me, well, who you supporting? You're a Steeler fan. No, I'm not a Steeler fan. Who you supporting? And if I tell them the team, y'all ain't won the game in a while. You got more yang than the yang. Darn Ravens. Oh, that's an ugly bird too. I mean, you could have got yourself a pretty bird, something beautiful looking. The only thing good looking about the raven is that it's black. How you like that one? Let me go to what's coming up to Friday. But before I do that, let me wish some people, some very wonderful people. Tiger's mom. I keep calling Tiger. He's my brother. His mom is 102 years old. Oh, my God. Oh. Ooh. Oh, man. Happy birthday, Mom. Happy birthday. 102 years old. Whew. Happy birthday, Mother. Man, congratulations, Tiger, your entire family. You got yourself a 102-year-old mom. Mother. My God, it's good. God is so good. 102. Some of y'all can't even live to be past 20. Never will see 21. Make you feel good. Black woman. Beautiful. 102 years old. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I think all of us should sing that Tiger's mom a happy birthday. Whenever it comes, but the brother didn't tell me when it comes, but whenever it comes, let's just sing happy birthday to her. We can sing it now or sing it later. It don't matter, but 102 years old. Oh, man. That is so beautiful. Happy birthday. So, happy birthday to everybody who's got a birthday coming. And for everybody who've lost a family, 263 homicides in Baltimore City. My sincere condolences to all of you. It's a very hard thing to accept that your child, relatives, son, a lot of daughters, we're losing a lot of girls to homicide, to gang violence. Girls, baby girl, baby girl. Hey, come on, y'all. We got to stop this. His mama living 102 years old and some girl that had the potential to give us a genius of a child to reproduce for us. And instead, we're reducing. Come on. We need to stop this. Totally need to stop it. But sincere condolences to all who have lost their family members. God, if we could just not reach that number, because to these folks, it's all just about a number. You know, the data collectors, just numbers. We're not talking, we don't even look at them as, they don't look at us as human beings. It's data, statistics. Hated that course, but it's useful. So whenever I hear that somebody have reached the landmark of 100 years, oh man, I don't know about you, but it touches me. It really does. You know, God, yeah, I would like to get there. Yeah, 102. I want 105. That's right, I want 105 years old. Chief-O, how old are you? I'm 105. Negro. Only kidding. So, let's go to Africa. We've been to Asia. We got a Korean town. So let's go to Africa. Tomorrow, October 15th, at the University of Baltimore, there's going to be a demonstration. What is known as a Biafran demonstration, where Biafran lives matters. That's right. Tomorrow, October 15th, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you are invited. Come on down. But why is this? Why are black people demonstrating at the University of Baltimore? Let me tell you the story. Here's the story. You know, University of Baltimore has a lot of good people in there. You know, because of COVID, some of them are no longer there. But the people that are there are doing everything that they can to keep the school open, keep the jobs open for a lot of them brothers and sisters that are still working there, a lot of professors, good people, good educators. But every now and then, there come one educator. He used to be a great guy, still is. No, it can be. Cannot be, still is. But there's a professor at the College of Public Affairs, Professor Ivan Sheehan. I'm calling his name, yes, on Let's Talk About It. And we need to talk about it. So here's what he did. There is a newspaper article at the Washington Times. First of all, that Washington Times is an anti-black, anti-Christian newspapers. He got a close haircut. And Professor Sheehan, who is the director, he said that the United States has ignored small African terrorist group, and he named them IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra. And that the United States is doing it at its own peril. Now, the indigenous people of Biafra, what are they? Who are they? Have you ever studied the history of Biafra? Most black people that are, especially down south, Carolinas, Alabama, Mississippi, Haiti, most black people come from that area that they call, that is known as the indigenous people of Biafra. They come from that, we all come from that territory, from that region of Africa, during slavery. Snatched you up, picked you up, came all the way from Europe, grabbed us, took us, and brought us over here. We're Igbo people. You've heard it. You've heard of a whole lot of other kinds of people. Mau Mau, you've heard it. Swahili, you've heard it. Ghana, you've heard it. Maybe you haven't, you should. You got computers, you can study about it. Biafra, you should hear about that, and you should come down tomorrow at UB. So Professor Sheehan wrote an article asking the United States government to basically isolate the Igbo people, some millions and millions of people. You know, we ain't talking no couple people from Baltimore, 800 and something thousand people. We're talking 17 million or over. You know, the numbers go up and down. It's kind of hard to figure out. But when you go to parts of Africa, you see kids all over the place, but you don't know. You know, there's no data, no accurate data. So, you know, years ago, Nigeria colonized the country. That is, Britain colonized Nigeria, made it into a colony. Like United States is still a colony to Britain. Y'all don't even remember that. You think that United States is free. Maybe, maybe not. So Professor Sheehan asked the United States government, here it comes, folks, to please colonize, round up all the Igbo people. Now, the Igbo people got a lot of names, you know, the indigenous people, Biafra, Igbo. All three are connected. Igbo, IBOP, Biafra is Igbo. Igbo is Biafra. Some of them don't want to be known as Igbos, you know, because they get a little close to black people, white people, and then they become English. So they don't even want to call themselves what they are. It's like a Chinese not calling themselves an Indian, or Italian saying that they discovered America. Oops, sorry. That's going to get some people angry, but hey, it is what it is. Professor Sheehan said, colonize all those Igbo people, take away all their money, because they got natural resources over there that everybody in the world wants. France, United States, France, Germany, you name it. They all want that natural resources from Africa. That's what they're pounding on that country. Every European country you see today that is built up from the natural resources stolen from Africa, forcefully taking it from Africa, and every part of Africa. Remember now, Africa is not one country. Africa is one continent with 54 countries. Yeah, Biafra is trying to restore, because they took almost 3 million lives not too long ago, 1967 to 1970. 3 million black people's lives. Black people. It was all black people that got killed there. And who did it? Asians. They were there. Arabs. They were there. Islams. They were there. Europeans. They were there. Yeah, during the war. It was a war. So they said it was a war. But in many historians' views, it was not a war. It was genocide. ethnic cleansing. They were trying to clean up all black people from the territory so they can have total access to the natural resources. Ooh, Lord, where are you? Where are you? Black people are God's people. Where are your children? So this professor urged the United States government, this is a whole tenured professor. Yeah. A director of a whole department. So if you kill off all, corral all the Igbos, of which we come from, I don't care if you're from Mississippi, North Carolina, Alabama, Baltimore City, Detroit, Chicago, you are an Igbo person. You are black and an Igbo person. Somehow the lineage goes right back to that ground. Igbo ground. Anyway, loved it. I love the play. You just gotta go. You Negroes calling yourselves African Americans and you ain't never been to a little Africa, even in Baltimore. Did you know there was an anyway? I just heard about it. Wow, I gotta make that visit. So he told the United States government, corral all the Igbos, and after you've gotten rid of them, taking all the money, taking all their natural resources, starve them to death, kill them, murder them, and then he told the United States, after you've done that, then you can go after ISIS. Only ISIS was mentioned. Now, Professor Sheehan's mistake. God, the man was a nice guy. I can't understand. He can always trust his wife up to a point. After that, you don't know what they come up with. Professor Sheehan is supporting Boko Haram. Now, you need to study what Boko Haram is. Not all Islamic people are bad. No, that's their religion. But they are very useful to Europeans because Europeans use their militiamen to go after other people and take their natural resources, their properties, kill them. And that's what this Professor Sheehan have advised the United States government. You know, when a professor from a university like University of Baltimore makes a suggestion, and actually, and the United States will listen to him because he is supposed to be a terrorist specialist. I'm not going to tell you too much, bro, but I did get 2 messages from him. But here I give you a little more about Professor Sheehan. He's a terrorist now. Anytime that you suggest or recommend that you go and kill some people, the whole nation, you're a terrorist. After all these years of knowing this guy, he's a terrorist. But I'm going to give you something else. And I'll ask you this question, and because we really need to talk about it. How can a professor of conflict negotiation, conflict management, and a professor of global affairs and human security, how can he now recommend the extermination of the people? Because IBOP is Igbo, Biafra is Igbo, Igbo is IBOP, Igbo is Biafra. Any way you look at it, even though some of you don't want to be considered, I'm a Nigerian. No, you ain't. That's an amalgamated country, and everybody know that. And if you don't know that, figure out, go and study it. But some, they're like slave holders. You remember those slave masters? What they call overseers. Yeah. They're just like that. So northern Nigeria is like the overseers for the British. The British is sitting over there in England and giving directives and making laws for them and doing everything for them and telling them, we give you the country, that whole region, now kill off anybody else on the land. And the Igbo people are their target. So the demonstration is really against Dr. Sheehan, not necessarily against the University of Baltimore. Kirk Smoke is the president. I'm calling you out, my brother Kirk Smoke. Come on out. No matter how you hide, my brother, Kirk Smoke, come out and let's talk about it. Your boy, Ivan Sheehan, have suggested that Igbo people, the indigenous people of Biafra, be eliminated, called a terrorist nation. We're talking a whole lot of people that is SOB is talking about nation. I mean, they're talking about exterminating. When a professor from your university makes that kind of comment, it is time for you to get rid of his ass. But here's the saddest part. I didn't want to go there, but it's almost time for me to go. It's almost time for me to finish this Let's Talk About It section. This segment of Let's Talk About It. Professor Sheehan is married to a black woman. Got 2 kids. But he's recommending killing off a whole generation of black people 10,000 miles away. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. That's why there's a demonstration tomorrow between 10 and 4 p.m. That's why we're calling you to come over. That's why everybody's asking you to come join us and say hell no to Dr. Sheehan. Hell no. You leave you University of Baltimore. Get the hell out of there. Because a lot of students that are going to that school are black children. In the eyes of this man, he's Irish, In his eyes, how can he sleep with a black woman, make children from her, and then turn around and recommend to the United States government to go and kill off a whole generation of black people? How? Kirk Smoke, you need to get rid of that man. You have a terrorist in the camp. I hope he sees this video. I hope he sees it. He's a terrorist. Just wonder, because Nigerian government will pay him. Did he get paid? Is he driving a new car? Got a big house. We're watching him. Kirk Smoke, Mr. President of University of Baltimore, get rid of that man. Get him out of there. And vet the rest of them. Kirk Smoke, don't forget, you're black too. You're a black man. A little bit on the sophisticated side, but you're a black man. Sometimes a little bit on the bourgeois side, but you're a black man. Don't get mad. I was your student. Yes, right. Oh, my God. Oh, God, help us here. Come on and join us tomorrow. 10 a.m. We're talking Friday. 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And let's send a loud and sounding hard, long message to Dr. Sheehan. Hell no. You got to go. Imagine sending your black child over to University of Baltimore and having the professor saying that kind of nonsense. The indigenous people of Biafra. Most folks don't know what indigenous is. Please look it up. I'm not going to explain it to you now because you're university students, high school students, heck, kindergarten student. I want my grandkids to figure out what indigenous means. Indigenous people. Kirk Smoke, Mr. President, don't sit back on this. They're coming. And if tomorrow's demonstration don't get the kind of results that we want, and I say we because we're black people, any way you look at it, you can try to be all bourgeois if you want and don't want to be black. Boop, that's on you. Boop, that's on you. But the rest of us are what we are. Kirk Smoke, step up to the plate, bro. This is worse than the Raider coach. Ooh, did I say Raiders? That's my team. Ooh. Now you got that one. But that Raider is gone. That Raider coach, he's gone. This Professor Sheehan, he too must go. This is Chief O of Let's Talk About It. God bless you. God save Biafra. Save Biafra, Lord. God save the United States. Racism have no place at the University of Baltimore. Thank you. God bless you. To all my veterans, I greet you.